I would go about a 4 because he had a pretty good hurdle. It was nice and high. He was lifting up pretty well. But at the end there, you see he gets awfully loose, doesn't finish the dive very well. Yeah, front dive tuck. And what we're trying to show here is a variety of even the same dives. You get a little comparison and contrast here on these dives. That I would go a 5, maybe a 5.5, and what happens on that is she stays really tight, and that's where the inclination sometimes is to score it higher. But if you saw, she was a little out of control, she was a little too fast, and she ends out more in the middle of the pool, and that's where I would take off a little bit for that. And now Emily's going to show us a front dive pike. Same idea, just a little different position. Or a front jump pike. Guys, front dive. Dive, not jump. That's fine. On that front jump, actually, she had very good balance. I'd go, I don't know if we still go to 5, but I'd go at least that, if not higher on that. She had very good balance, very good control on that, but I wasn't exactly expecting that, so my judging might be off on that. There, I'd go a 6. It's a nice dive. He had good balance, good control. He was nice and tight at the finish. But what you see is, again, he's in the middle of the pool there, and that's what takes a 7, 7.5 dive down to a 6 there. Typically, you're going to take off around a point or so, 1.5 up to 2 points if the dive's too far out in that circumstance. There. See, she ends up straight up and down, and she ends up in good distance away from the board, but that's where I would go about a 4 because, you see, she didn't touch her toes in the pike, she's got her head down. There's some fundamental things in that, and that's where judging can be difficult because you get one dive that ends up exactly where we want it to, goes up high, but then you get another dive that's in the middle of the pool and they get different scores like that. So there's a lot of factors that you got to weigh in on each individual dive. About a 6.5. It's a very nice dive. It's very clean, no splash, all that. But one important thing to note is that he's got a little bend at the waist. He's a little piked in the middle of the air, and that's the only real major thing that I would take off for on that. Otherwise, pretty solid dive. Hey, I want to